Hey traders, Control the Trade here. It is January 24th, 2021, and we're taking a look at Facebook, ticker FB. Facebook reports earnings this week, and upon earnings announcements, Facebook tends to have a wide range. The Facebook chart has been really tricky recently. I've sent a few tweets out about Facebook with some important levels, some important numbers, and you can see here, for the first time in a long time, and I'll have to look back further, Facebook closed below the 200-day moving average, which is typically very bearish, but you have a market that is melting up, constantly making new highs in S&P and making new highs everywhere in the Qs. So the very next day, we recaptured the 200, and then we gapped up to close above this breakdown candle here, and then we were off to the races. Another gap up here, right above the 20, then right above the 50, and then closing really strongly on Friday above the 50, and you have all this room now to move up to the upside. So now anything can happen into earnings, of course. Earnings is basically a coin flip. No reason to gamble on this. We definitely want to wait to see what happens with the price reaction after the earnings announcement. If you're an investor that's holding Facebook long term, then this analysis won't really be relevant to you. We're just looking for some quick day trades here, some quick flips, maybe even a swing trade at most, but typically we want to just try to get a big move, get in, get out. Look for support, look for resistance. So what we want to do is be prepared and locate important numbers on the chart that we can use either after hours when earnings are announced or the next trading day. Typically, when earnings are announced, you'll usually see a big spike in either direction. Price will settle one way or the other. So some obvious areas of support here. You have these newly made gaps. So I could easily see it spiking down to fill these gaps around and then go down to the 200. I did have this line here, this 241.90. That's another line that I find is a long-term support, important number. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's spiked down there. Of course, if the market reacts well, I would expect it to easily melt up to the 290s and challenge the all-time high. Let's take a look at a longer-term chart. Here's a monthly chart. So the monthly chart, you see we have the 20-month moving average down here, which is about 223.20. And the chart overall, of course, is a very bullish chart. It looks great. However, I do still think any close under 247 would be bearish for Facebook. Let's take a look at a weekly chart. More support here at the 50-week moving average, which is 238.90. 20-week moving average, almost 270. As long as there is a favorable reaction to earnings and the way the market's been melting up right now and the NASDAQ making all-time highs again every single day, it seems like we're destined to challenge the all-time high and surpass that. But you always have to be prepared, so just know what your numbers are below your support numbers if you're day trading this. If it does start closing above 304.67, you can expect price to shoot up pretty quickly from there. I wouldn't be surprised if we even got up to 350. Once we break that high, you're going to see a lot of FOMO buying, you're going to see short covering, you're just going to see people riding the trend. Facebook's a popular stock. You break an all-time high on any stock, you're usually going to get a good follow-through, especially on a stock like Facebook. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments or questions. And remember, don't let the trade control you.